Good morning, everyone. I'd like to introduce Attorney General Ken Paxton.
Thank you. Well, I have to admit this is my first time in Carbon. It's obviously a difficult time for this town, but I'll tell you what, I'm actually encouraged. I'm really encouraged by what these men and women behind me have done to save this town and to save the people of this town. And I know there's a lot of devastation. I've been told 86 homes just in Carbon and 107 homes lost countywide. I think that's more than 80% of the homes in the town. Obviously very devastating to the people that lost their property and lost their homes. But I tell you what, the most encouraging thing is what these guys did. They risked their lives. And obviously we lost a sheriff, Barbara Henleyton, and it's sad for that loss, but she gave her life to really save everybody else's life. And I really want to thank you guys for that sacrifice, because I have no doubt that what you all did saved potentially hundreds of lives. And so that's the encouraging part of the story. And I also wanted to come here to highlight the fact that this town needs help, and they need help. They need lots of help. And I'm grateful for all the people that have showed up to provide help to clean up. But this is going to be a long-term process. And I can tell you, my office is going to focus on what we focus on, the consumer side of this, but we're also going to do what we can to connect this town to the rest of Texas, to the legislature, to the other leaders, our statewide leaders, to people that can come and provide resources to help people, because I know a lot of people didn't have insurance here. And the one thing I know about Texas is that we help each other. And when people are down, we help each other. And my office is going to be involved in this project however we can for a long time. Even if we don't have direct control over what happens here, we're going to stay involved, because we're not going to forget the people of this town. And we want to be a part of helping to rebuild what's here and make a difference for our fellow Texans. So I just want to thank you all for letting me be here. It's tough to see what happened here, but I literally have this amazing feeling of hope about where this town is going in the future, because of the people that are standing here who literally risk their lives for the rest of the people in this town to be saved. So there is hope. And I want to introduce now the fire chief. Jody, would you come up and say a few words? And Jody Forbes has done an amazing job, both as the fire chief, but also the pastor of this town. His family's involved. He's got friends, and this is what Texas is all about. So thank you, Jody, for what you've done.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We appreciate it. I want to thank you again. There's been a lot of people asking about kind of where's this town headed from here, and we've been telling a lot of people that our hopes is to get rebuilt back. We want to see our town come back as bigger and better, and there's hope out there. There's been a lot of home builders contact me that want to get involved and build back homes. And I want to give a little bit of information away today that a lot of people are asking, where can they donate to help get citizens back here and get them building back. There's a community rehab out of Comanche, Texas. What they've asked is that you make the checks out to community rehab and then put Carbon Fire in the note on the check. The address to that community rehab is P.O. Box 387, Comanche, Texas 76442. And there's a construction coordinator that's working with one of our local construction guys, Neil Weaver, and they're going to work together in getting some of these homes built back. As the attorney mentioned, 47% uninsured, most underinsured because of the price of the cost of things today. So we've got a lot of that we're dealing with as well. But I do want you to know that there is hope. I want to tell our community that, to hang in there. It may take a little longer than what we expect, but it's coming. So let's keep doing what we're doing. We've got a lot of folks showing up here from all over the state, and can we give them a hand? I know they can't hear everything about that's going on, but those guys have come in, and they're bringing their skid steers and dump trailers, and where can we go, where can we help, and we've just deployed them. So also saying that if you've got a place that needs cleaned up, please catch over at the feed store over here, or catch Neil Weaver, some of the guys around, and let's get the town cleaned back up and start building back because we want you back here. And I am so grateful, Attorney, for you coming today and helping us get the word out to the rest of the state and get some support coming this way. So thank you so much. We appreciate you.
Well, we hear our president all the time talk about building back better. We really are going to build back better here, right? Absolutely. And I'm going to give personally, I hope that every Texan that hears about this, because it's so easy to get caught up in our own lives, and there's so many things going on in the world overseas. But I hope that every Texan, and even people that aren't in Texas that hear about this, will make, if just a small contribution, it all adds up. Every contribution matters to the entity that Jody just talked about. I would encourage everybody to give something, because together we can make this town a better town than it was even before this fire. So with that, continue to pray for these people. They've got a lot of decisions to make. There are people that are dispersed all over. Obviously, we don't even know where they all are, because a lot of them don't have places to live right now here. So continue to pray for these families that they would be taken care of and that they would be directed to the right place. And with that, if there are any other questions, obviously he knows more about this situation than I do, but if you have any questions about this particular situation, feel free to ask those right now. Yeah.
Any update on the latest numbers of the fire? The acres burned, the containment.
So what Jody told me, and if I get this wrong, he said 54,000 acres were burned.
Yes.
It's contained 80%, which means, my understanding, why don't you explain the containment issue, how that works?
Okay. When they come in with a containment, what they try to do is make sure that all the smoke is cleared. There may be a lot still burning inside the burn area, but as far as active fire right now, we have none. This fire has been contained, but they're going to hold it at 80%. We've got a lot of wind coming in the next week, and so they're holding back that number just in case there's another breakout. But around 54,000 plus acres. I got word this morning that was 85 square miles is what it burned.
Thank you.
One question over there.
Any other questions?
What's it kind of mean that the Attorney General showed up to this small town of Carbon to kind of see what's going on?
Oh, it's you.
I'll be honest, that my wife, Wendy, she kind of ramrodded that for me, and we just wanted to make sure that the state of Texas heard about this and getting the word out. Having the attorney here is just a great breath of fresh air for us. This is our first gathering together as a community, as a whole, and to have him here to be a part of that is really, as I pointed out, it just gives us hope. And that we're grateful for that.
Good job, Wendy.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you, Wendy. And I promise you this, Jody, next time I come here, I'm going to be dressed right. Any other questions? Well, yes.
Attorney General, there's been rumors, and I'm going to preface this with, in 2005, Katrina hit, and the federal government gave, within 6 days, everybody a mobile home or a camper. I interviewed the TDM's director last night, and she said it's not going to happen. We're giving millions of dollars, and yes, Ukraine is its own little entity, but yes, we're giving billions of dollars to them. We've got millions of dollars spent on people coming across the border. Is there anything Texas can do either to squash these rumors now, or can we get an answer, a yes, no, maybe no, as to getting some of these people? We lost 3/4 of the houses in the county here in this town, and there's a lot of people that don't have a place to put their head right now.
Yeah, and look, the federal government,
I understand that.
Who knows, right? It's a mess, and it's not the same as it was a year ago, where we'd have some access to getting things done. But I do know that we can communicate with our state leaders, our legislature, and try to get help here. So we're going to work on that. That's a promise from me. We will work on it. We don't provide money in the AG's office. We sue people, exactly. And we defend the state. But I know these people. I've worked with them, and we will do our very best to try to help you guys get resources here to help rebuild the city. Because I think you're right. I mean, we're all over the world helping the world, and obviously America makes a difference in the world, but we need to make sure we take care of people in Texas. So we will do our best. Any other questions? Well, I really appreciate y'all being here. I appreciate the people that have come in from all over the state to help. That is a really heroic effort too. I mean, these guys save lives. You guys are helping give hope to these people. You're helping them clean up. It really does matter. But the work is just beginning, and just thank you for being here, and please spread the word about what happened here. Let's not forget in a week or 2 weeks or a month, because this is going to take time for us to build this place back. Thank you all very much for being here. God bless.